So you're like, tell me, why did you want to study in the first place in the United States, and what do you think are the top advantages over German studies?
So the main reasons were definitely to learn language and culture. To go to the United States is definitely my first choice to study abroad for several reasons. I like it the most as a country abroad, and studying abroad to learn the culture here and to see the different point of view of the world of the people who live here, and that I can talk to them and learn from them. So that is a big advantage, that I can gain a more objective view of the world. And then also uh, the system here more is actually more similar to our high school system in Germany than a German university would be, because here you are still more cared about. You Everybody takes care of you, that you are actually going to class, doing your homework, everything, and it's not just, well, you can come to lecture or you can't, but in the end there's one exam. So the difference was actually less, so that I know there will be always somebody here if I have a question or if I have a problem, who will be there for me.
Okay, very cool. So, how is college life so far, and what do you like the most about it?
College life is incredible because first I can live on my own here, which hasn't been a big issue for me, but it's really nice to see that I can do it. Also, really nice is all the people. There are 20,000 people here I could technically meet, and I meet a lot of them, so I can make a lot of new friends. And there are just a bunch of different groups and different groups you can join, different programs, different dialogues, discussions, wherever you can go, whatever you want, it's probably there. And if not, you can found it by yourself. But all these student groups definitely give you anything to do at any single point if you want to.
Nice. Okay. And tell me about a typical life or college day in your life.
A typical day obviously includes that I go to class and that I have lunch. It obviously also includes that I have to do my homework, and I don't have to do too much. It might change when I'm not a freshman anymore, but there is it is definitely more to do than in high school. That will be true for everybody. But if I'm not doing that, as I told you earlier, I can go to a lot of different groups. I can meet some friends, and sometimes I can also just like read something for myself. And the best thing that can happen is on the weekends, sometimes also during the week, if you can go to a game. There are soccer games, basketball, baseball games, but the best, obviously, the football games when 50,000 people convene into the big stadium and you can actually see the game by yourself. And the best is all these sports games are technically, actually, or technically free. You can
Very
just go
cool.
there as a student.
Very nice. Okay. And if we go back a little bit to the beginning, tell me, why did you choose Epro in the first place, and what did Epro help you the most with?
I chose ePro because my dad saw a newspaper article and because of that contacted you. And for by coincidence, your president Jonas was near our town, so we could just meet him the next day and just talk to him about everything that could happen, or that you could do for me, and how this whole process of going to the United States could work. And he told me so many great things about how it could work, that I definitely wanted to proceed. And he also just was a really nice person, and uh, looked like he could help me with every question I had. And because of that, I chose to pursue it further with your company, and it has helped me the most. The guidance along the way of everything difficult you probably wouldn't get into by yourself. You wouldn't understand anything that can happen, getting a visa, writing the SAT, applying to a university, everything. All these things are really difficult to do by yourself, but working with ePro, we just had to provide the information, And aside from that, you took over basically all the work. So that made it very much easier than it would have been by ourselves.
And in a few sentences, why would you recommend Epro and how would you describe Epro 360?
I would recommend that Epro 360 because of the people who work there. You have actually a human interaction and you know that there's a person on the other end of the line. So um, if you talk to them, if you ask them a question, if you write an email, you always know you will get a human answer, and you always know that you will be cared for and that you are it always feels like you were the most important person in that worker's life as long as they do something for you, work for you, and that is definitely a really nice feeling to not feel lost in the whole process.
Okay, great. Thank you for the interview, Jurek.